Fox and Castle are their guards. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. And for the Warriors, backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Green is out there with Porzingis, and it's Moody in at the 3 slot. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
Here's Castle. Pass to Barnes. To the right side. Porzingis against Wembanyama. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now here's Curry. Podziemski with it. Pass to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. The shot from 20 feet away. And that's good for 2.
Yeah, bucket by bucket, the legend of Steph Curry continues to grow.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Back to Fox. Offline with his 3.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Podziemski finds Curry. Now here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Pass to Wembanyama. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Well, Stan, De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And here is Moody. He had 15 points last outing. He was all alone on that one. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Outside, Fox. Barnes sets a screen for Fox. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Porzingis. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Green kicks to Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. He's got 8.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
It's Vassell on the wing. Pass to Wembanyama. Spurs passing it around. On the wing. Fox, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Green. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And no wonder Green has been called the heartbeat of his team. He just makes plays that energize the entire roster.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Green.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Now Castle. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's Wembanyama. Now here's Porzingis. Green finds Curry. This one for three. Rebounded by Castle.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Castle is screen on Curry. Vassell against Curry. Devin Vassell, and that's good.
Well, the defense has to do a better job at pushing Vassell off that spot outside.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Lets it go with the three. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 11 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Spurs. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, Golden State, 8 games out.
When I look at San Antonio, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Castle on the wing. Scoreless thus far. And he makes that one.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Podziemski. Curry looking around. Inside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attack the rim.
Here's Castle. For 3, Vassell. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Wasted no time on that one. Green's got 10 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Barnes outside. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
Well, as we know, Wembanyama has all the tools to become an all-time great. He just needs to focus on becoming more efficient.
And he makes the first. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Fox dishes to Barnes. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Back to Horford. Curry on the wing. And another three for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Spurs making a switch here. Harper's checked in. And while we have a moment, let's find out which point guards have had the best month from the charity strike. Third is Stephen Curry.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
And that's something he can really use to his advantage. It gives him an edge against more imposing defenders.
Here's Wembanyama. 8 points for him. Barnes against Green. Here's Harper. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by 11. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
And here is Harper after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And here's Vassell from the arc. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
What a response from Vassell, coming right back with the 3 of his own.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you, Kevin.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And here is Harper after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Horford sets a screen for Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
Barnes outside. Here's the screen. Takes the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
That was a different team in the fourth quarter than what we saw in the first 3. Don't you think? I mean, they got their act together just in time to pull it out. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Warriors leading by 13. Outside, Green. Back to Curry for 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Barnes outside. They set the pick. 3-pointer. And Curry pulls it down. Barnes has gone just 1 of 4 from deep. To the inside. Green, the pass to Curry. Now, here's Melton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Harper. Spurs passing it around. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Green with a screen on Harper. Here's Curry with the three. No good. Now 10 for 13 in the game. Spurs trail by 14. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. And he comes up with the deuce. Wembanyama's got 15.
At well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Here's Curry. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Curry. Assist by D'Anthony Melton.
The Spurs shooting very well. 58% the offense is flowing right now early for them. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harper the pass to Sohan. Down low. And Cornette gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Curry. Over Harper, and it's Golden State with another.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Porzingis. Horford is out there with D'Anthony Melton. And it's Santos in at the small forward position. Stand hard to figure, right? Here's a guy pushing 40 years of age. Al Horford looks as good as ever.
Oh, he sure does, Kevin. He reminds me of me and you. Guys that just seem to be a lot younger than they really are. And Al's still getting it done every single night in this league. It's a testament to his discipline and his professionalism.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And that one falls for Harper. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Second free throw, no good. Outside, Fox. Back to Harper. Tries again. The kick out to Fox. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
The consistency might not be elite, but still, Fox is a legitimate three-point threat.
Johnson sets the screen for Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Harper. The 3. They get it back. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Now here's Porzingis. Shoots over Cornet. Porzingis can't hit. Spurs trail by 5. Johnson, the pass to Cornet. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. Dylan Harper, 4th.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
First one falls for him. And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Melton passes to Spencer. Fox with the steal. Johnson outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Cornet. And that one hits back iron. Warriors leading by 4. Outside, Porzingis to stop the drought. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up and he'll knock him down. Terrific off the catch.
Johnson sets the screen for Fox. Johnson outside. Porzingis with the block.
A unicorn out there doing what he does on defense, protecting the paint.
Melton passes to Spencer. Here's Santos. In the corner, it's Melton. Off target from 3-point range. Spurs trail by 7. Outside, Fox. Pass to Sohan. Now Cornet. Johnson for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Melton passes to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Kristaps Porzingis. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Here's Champagnie. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. A pass to Fox. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Santos. Still without a basket. No good on the three. Fox against Curry. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. Fox. Wembanyama going to town inside.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Melton passes to Porzingis. Pass to Curry. Here's the three. Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Sohan, guarded by Green. Sohan with the ball. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
2 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
At the line for one.
And I got to admit, every time I see Wemby play, I'm still in awe. I never thought we'd see a 7'3" guy with this much skill. Victor truly is a unicorn.
Now, here's Moody. Nothing on the board. Clock at 6. Curry is inside. Guarded by Fox.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And the decision-making Green has really sets him apart from most forwards. Skilled at making the right read in open floor situations.
Fox against Curry. From the wing. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Fox.
Things have changed for him this quarter. It's starting to go his way.
We'll stand after 8 seasons with the Kings. A new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look, you got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together? Is there a better pick-and-roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, the Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. So it's the Warriors now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Barnes outside. Out to the right wing. Wembanyama, right side. Yep, it counts. Wembanyama has got 22 points.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Curry passes to Santos. Outside, Green. There's the screen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Castle.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Green. Podziemski, he's checked in for the Warriors. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. That one is no good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Vassell outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Barnes, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now a three-point San Antonio lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Curry fires from way outside, and the Warriors miss again. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. And here is Green. He's got 13. There's the pick. That's to Curry. Jacks up a three. And again for three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Vassell outside. Spurs passing it around. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Outside, Green. Pass to Podziemski. Lets the three fly. Moody's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
They grab their own miss. Victor cleans the glass with those long arms.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Outside, Green. There's the three. Vassell grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Johnson outside. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, good, right over the defense.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Over Castle. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Barnes outside. Wembanyama right side. And it's good for 2. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Vassell outside. The kick out to Barnes. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Santos. And here is Moody. Left side Curry. Over Castle. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Victor Wembanyama open for the Spurs. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Here is Coach Steve Kerr. Your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, or we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And you know, for that matchup against the Lakers, they'll have the advantage coming in. But it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game, last time I checked, is played on hardwood. All right, guys, we've got to go back and talk about Victor Wembanyama and how he played in that first half. Just outstanding.
Man, I just love his attitude that's always up there and always just great. He's mixing it up down there, really taking it to the defense.
He's got a few moves he can go in there. Hard to slow him down once he's cooking.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
San Antonio leading by 3. On the court right now for the Spurs. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Fox in at the point. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got the first bucket of the third here for the Warriors. The Spurs shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders. Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. No good on the triple. The Warriors shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Curry outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Porzingis against Castle. Connects in the foul line jumper. Castle's got his second bucket.
Castle has some of the best body control you'll see in this rookie class.
Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Porzingis, defended by Wembanyama. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 3-point game. Right wing. 5 to shoot. Fades back. Podziemski grabs the board.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
A 3 from Barnes. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got 8.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Podziemski finds Curry. Shoots the 3. Curry from 3.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Pass to Barnes. From past the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Podziemski's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And they call an illegal screen here. And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. Number 1, the Spurs.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Now, here's Fox. 11 points in the game. Pass to Castle. The kick out to Fox. 3-pointer. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
And let's take a look now at Victor Wembanyama's numbers. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging about 23 points per, 10 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, and a lot of that isn't coachable. He just has those defensive instincts that help him get ahead of shooters.
And that one misses.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
And it's tied up with that one.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And a moment to see numbers for Curry. And ranked among the top 10 in scoring, he can fill it up with the best of them.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now Podziemski. He's got 5. Moody, the bounce pass. For the lead, connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just Wembanyama finishing the alley-oop.
You know, the perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Fox kicks to Vassell. Here's the three. That's good from Fox on the assist by Vassell. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter.
Pure confidence. The moment the ball hits Fox's hands, he's letting it fly.
They set the pick from deep. Green. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Wembanyama. 32 points in the game. Vassell outside. Lets the three fly. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Just too easy for Vassell. Got to run him off the line.
Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Podziemski. Porzingis with a screen on Castle. Out to Porzingis, looking to end the run. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Fox, guarded by Kerr. Vassell wide open. And the Spurs another three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 10. Green, the screen. Melton passes to Curry. Here's Green. Just 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Three-pointer, Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Melton finds Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Fox. Left side, Porzingis. They could use a bucket. Off the left rim and out.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 4 points in the quarter.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Porzingis against Wembanyama. Porzingis kicks to Melton. Curry on the wing. From 20 feet out. And another one that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Porzingis with the steal. Green in the high post. Curry against Fox. They kick it out to Green from downtown. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to Castle. Now Barnes. Now Wembanyama. Headed by Porzingis. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Warriors trail by 12. Melton passes to Porzingis. Back to Melton. Porzingis sets the pick for Melton. To the paint. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Well, this is why you must force Porzingis farther away. At 7'2", he sometimes forces defenses to compromise inside.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And he makes both free throws. San Antonio with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Harper the pass to Johnson. Pass to Wembanyama. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's just impossible to defend. Wembanyama will take that all day long.
The Spurs have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. Warriors trail by 13. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
All right,
and the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. In fourth, the Spurs.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Spurs on defense. Horford sets a screen for Melton. From the arc, Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Sohan with the ball. Still scoreless. Outside Harper. Fires from deep. The Warriors pull it in. Richard is guarded by Johnson. Payton with the screen for Melton. Outside, Horford. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Here's Champagny. Wembanyama looking it over. Out to the right wing. Harper wide open. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
Melton sets a screen for Payton. Back to Melton. Fires for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Melton's got 5.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Melton against Harper. Shoots over Melton. Another miss by Harper.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Santos, the pass to Melton. Outside, Horford. Back to Melton. Pass to Santos. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, Horford. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs leading by 10. Wembanyama outside. Right side, Harper. Inside, and stolen by Horford. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Nobody near Melton. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Wembanyama slicing to the basket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now, here's Melton. He's got 8. One second left. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Horford. He's out there with Porzingis, and it's Melton in at the point. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, you'll see teams try to bump Porzingis around. Didn't work that time.
Fox looking it over. And here's Harper from the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Melton kicks to Richard. Picked by Horford. Richard, he's guarded by Harper. 6 on the shot clock. And Santos gets it to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Johnson outside. Looking for Cornet. He gets it there.
Well, Johnson is a team-oriented player. And if he spots an open shooter, he's making the pass.
Horford sets a screen for Melton. Lets it go from deep. Horford no luck.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
A pass to Fox. And the 3 off target. Warriors trail by 9. And here's Melton. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Porzingis sets the pick for Horford. Melton. Those 3-pointers off the mark. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. A pass to Fox. Harper with a screen on Melton. Sohan, the pass to Fox. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Sohan.
Well, you always got to watch out for Sohan as a lob threat. He's got huge balance.
Melton passes to Porzingis. Shoots over Cornet. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
All right, Allie, thanks. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Turns in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Fox has got 21.
And we've become accustomed to seeing this from Fox. A fantastic scorer who knows how to get himself going.
Curry passes to Melton. And stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Harper. Now, here's Fox. Wembanyama, right side. Johnson from outside. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Spurs lead by 13.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Johnson. He's always a threat from out there.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Shot clock at 6. And the Warriors miss again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
To halt the run. Good! Another from 3.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
Buries it from three-point range.
Nice job by Wembanyama, finding the three-point shooter, using his vision.
Curry against Fox. That's to Porzingis. Back to Curry. From the corner. And another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Curry against Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Assist goes to
Fox has got 5 assists tonight.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Melton against Harper. Outside Curry. And again for 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record book.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And Klay Thompson viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made threes has been passed here this evening.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Melton. Then for the Spurs, Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Vassell comes in for Keldon Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Fox finds Barnes. And here is Vassell. Barnes can't get it to go.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Pajemski, he's checked in for Draymond Green.
at the line for 1, Gui Santos.
San Antonio leading by 9. Outside, Fox. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Fox has got 12 points in just the second half. Fox against Curry. Puts up a deep three. A rebound by the Spurs. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Got a piece of it. Here's Wembanyama. It's Vassell on the wing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Clock is at 3. Fox from outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Fox. And good. He hits it again.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Fox against Curry. To the wing right side. Wembanyama, right side. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Warriors trail by 11. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Here's Podziemski. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Here's Wembanyama. Guarded by Porzingis. Wembanyama against Porzingis. 6 to shoot. And here's Barnes for 3. And Moody pulls it down. Golden State's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. Porzingis is double. Outside Curry. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Moody. Here's Santos. Curry able to beat the contact inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Drills the three-pointer. Fox has got 15 points in just the second half.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Vassell outside for 3. Buries the deep ball.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in.
Substitution for your Warriors. Number 23, Draymond Green.
Here's Curry. Green with a screen on Fox. Curry against Fox. Here's Porzingis. Just 3 to shoot. Wembanyama with the block.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
San Antonio leading by 10. Now Fox.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth. He gets it to go.
Defense getting overly physical with Fox, but he makes him pay, earning the and one opportunity.
One shot.
but boy, does he play with intensity.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Fox. Here's Porzingis. Now Green. Takes the shot. No problem with the wide open jam.
Well, it's refreshing to see Green not just help run the offense, but also be involved with production.
Now Fox. Barnes outside. Now Fox from outside. Porzingis pulls it down. 1:20 left in the fourth quarter. Curry fires, and again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here is Wembanyama. From 19, that one goes.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for San Antonio.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Now Fox. Barnes. And he does not hit. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.